Here's the truth. Most bettors think winning is about picking the right side, but sharps know that's not where the real money is made. The true edge is in the price that you pay. In this video, I'm going to show you why two bettors can have the same pick, but only one's going to win long term, while the other just keeps losing. The difference? Line shopping and CLV. Go and stick with me. This is the lesson that sportsbooks don't want you to understand. I'm Jovani from Sharp Syndicate, where we teach you to approach sports betting like an investor, not a gambler. In our last video, we broke down implied probability, the math behind what odds really mean, as well as a video on some line movement. Those are the foundation for this video, so make sure you go ahead and check those out. Today, we're taking the next step. We're applying this knowledge to get better prices and track your true edge against the market. Let's start with line shopping. Line shopping means comparing odds across multiple sportsbooks to get the best price for the same bet. Imagine you like a team to win, and sportsbook A lists them at minus 110, while sportsbook B lists them at minus 105. Most casual bettors won't even think twice, but that 5-cent difference compounds over hundreds of bets. Let me go on and try to make this more relatable. When you fill up your car, you probably look for the cheapest gas. Same gas, different price. It all makes your car go. A 5-cent difference in a gallon may not seem like much, but after filling up a tank, that few cents adds up to dollars really quick. Sports betting, it's no different. You're also buying a number. Every cent you save increases your return on the investment. Here's a pro tip for you. Sharps treat betting like investing. Every time you get a better price, you're adding to your long-term edge. Shopping around for the best price is the most basic adjustment you can make when sports betting. Let's go ahead and dive into CLV. CLV stands for closing line value. It's the difference between the odds you locked in when you placed your bet and then the final line right before the game starts. The closing line is powerful because it reflects the market's collective knowledge. It's shaped by the sharpest bettors and the most money. It is the most efficient line you'll bet against. If you consistently bet at numbers better than the closing line, you're essentially getting more favorable prices than the sharpest consensus, and that's how you win long term. For example, if you bet a team early in the week at minus 105, and by game time the line moves to minus 120, or maybe you got a better number like minus 2.5 at minus 110 before it closed at minus 3.5 priced at 110. Either way, you beat the market. Even if a single bet loses, you know you made a sharp bet. Let's go ahead and break this down with the real example. The Cowboys open as minus 1.5 favorites with a cost of minus 105. A few hours later, sharp bettors hammered them, and the line moved to minus 3.5 at minus 110. If you grabbed the minus 1.5 before the move, you locked in a better price than everyone betting later. By kickoff, if the line closes at minus 3.5, it means the market believes the Cowboys were undervalued. When you place your bet and you capture that edge, that's where the math ties it all together. To compare your bet to the closing line, convert each line into implied probability. Again, for favorites or negative odds, it's odds divided by the odds plus 100. And for underdogs with the positive odds, it's 100 divided by the odds plus 100. You bet minus 105 for minus 1.5 on the Cowboys. The implied probability for that is 51.2%. The closing line, if it were to settle at minus 3.5, you would have to buy 2 points back, which would be 10 cents for every half point. That would be a minus 145 cost to get that minus 1.5. The implied probability of that is 59.2%. Let's calculate the CLV edge. If you take that 59.2% and you subtract the 51.2, that equals 8%. That's positive edge, and that tells you that in the long run, you're beating the market's price, the most reliable sign of profitability. Here's a pro tip. Stop judging bets by single game results. I need you to judge them on whether you got the best number before that market moved. You have to beat that closing line. Let's go ahead and transition into some practical application and make you a better bettor right now. Here's how to put this into practice and start gaining an edge over the sportsbooks starting now. One of the things I'm going to stress the most is discipline. Tracking your results is something you can start today that will show you where you stand. You can't improve what you don't measure. Start by keeping a simple record. Use a spreadsheet or an app. Track at least 4 columns: the date in the game, the type of bet you're making, the odds you lock in, and the closing line odds. Over time, you'll see whether you're consistently beating the market. Open accounts with at least 3 to 5 sportsbooks so you can always shop for the best line. The more sportsbooks you have available to you, the better. Start using odds screens to quickly compare odds between sportsbooks to find the best value. Track every bet alongside the closing line. Things we track can be improved. Focus on beating the market, not just individual wins. Losing happens. Cold streaks happen. That's the reality of betting. Finding discipline in these actions will help you sustain and build your bankroll for the long term. If you consistently beat the closing line, you're playing on the sharp side of the market. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and go in and turn on the notifications so you can check out the next video. In the next one, I'll be talking about bankroll management, the discipline that keeps you in the game long enough to take advantage of the books. I'm Jovani with Sharp Syndicate, where we don't just bet for fun, we bet for freedom. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, stay sharp.